We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Sacramento Condors and the Buffalo Bills. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Now Cook running right. And some room to maneuver. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On play action, Allen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From midfield, here's Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. On play action, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Baron Browning in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. Under pressure, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Past the 20. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Condors have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bills hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing now is Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Russell. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Mahomes now to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Johnson, the man in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On 2nd down, Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Dances by him. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now here's Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. This is fielded at the 27, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd and 7, Allen over the middle, complete. That's Russell. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's Hines. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle, it's Cook. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. To the air, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they will finally stop it, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Condors will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Condors 14, Bills nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That ball caught by Campbell. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7 are phenomenal.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
From the 36, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Point after here coming up. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Condors 21, Bills nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Dobbins will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Condors take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the drive for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Bills, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's Allen to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. T.J. Watt, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now a give running right. It's Cook. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up, because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the first down.
Cook up the gut. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
The Bills send the punter out. Remember, though, he did have one block. Oh, the pressure comes, and it's blocked. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. Put that block on top of the nice lead that they have, and now it's trouble here in the 3rd quarter on the other sideline.
Well, I think it's more than trouble. They're just trying to figure out how to survive through this ball game now. They're about to really lay it down on them.
And they can just run some clock, get this thing to the 4th quarter, try to put it on cruise control. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, Ridley!
Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Hey, 15.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes under pressure, and they got to him again. Von Miller in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This is Hines. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Allen now on first down. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 12. Allen going to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. From midfield, here's Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. A give. This is Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to the fullback on the dive. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. One final try here for Allen. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They run with Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Quick hitter, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and this is picked up by the defense. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well.